Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Again, public period. Apparently guys, I speak fast. So today I'm gonna try and be slow so that we can understand each other. Before we go any further, please note that whatever I'm saying here is not financial advice, as I'm not registered with it FICA, I think. So I'm not authorized to give any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a qualified financial advisor. So just note that whatever I'm saying in this video, it's my opinion and my experience and my own research, and I stand to be corrected. So now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to be breaking down 10 points that I'm going to be explaining what a credit card is and everything. I'm just going to be covering 10 points. So point number one is I'll be defining what a credit card is and what are the requirements, and I'll be explaining what a credit card is basically. So according to Google, a credit card is a plastic card that you can use to pay for goods or services or to get money from a cash machine. Credit cards are issued by banks, financial companies, and some stores and charities and clubs. So basically, this definition, okay. And then what are the requirements to get a credit card? They'll need your ID, and you must be 18 years or older. They'll need your latest pay slip, salary slip, and then they'll need a 3 months bank statement. And a minimum requirement for a credit card application is 5,000 if you're employed, and if you're self-employed, you need to be earning 10,000 rand. Great stuff. Now that we've covered that, we understand that. So let me explain what a credit card is, right? Basically, you know a debit card. A debit card is that you use the money that you put in the bank, right? So a credit card is the bank is literally giving you their money to use, but you need to pay it in 45 days so that they don't charge you interest. But also in that point, keep in mind for the fees and all of those things, right? So what did I want to say? I wanted to say that credit is basically debt, skoloto, right? Card. So basically it's like a card that the bank gives you, or you apply for it and then they give you money. They're like, okay, maybe your credit limit is like 10,000 or 500 or whatever the case might be. They're saying use this money, but you need to pay it back in the next 45 days, right? Great stuff. So now that we took that out of the way, we understand what a credit card is. And please note that when you apply for a credit card, just because they say that you qualify for a 50,000, 100,000, million rand, make sure that the credit limit that you are taking is the credit limit that you can afford to pay back at any given time. Like, let's say not at any given time, but like when you get paid, you can pay it off, you know. Just don't take what they say you qualify for. Take what you can afford to take. Maybe let's say, for instance, you can start small with 2,000, 3,000, 500, so that you don't, you know, because if you don't pay it back, you'll get in trouble for that, which is going to be one of the points that I'm going to be talking about. So now that we know what a credit card is, we know the requirements of a credit card, let's talk about the second point. The second point is discipline. You need to be highly disciplined. And also, when you get a credit card, please understand your money habits. You need to understand what type of a spender are you. Yes, what type of a spender are you? Are you an emotional spender? Are you a whatever spender? Are you a bonita spender? Are you I got money, so I'm gonna show you. You know, you need to understand what type of person are you, so that when you get a credit card, it aligns with the type of person you are, right? A credit limit that aligns with the type of person you are. If you know that you're the type of person that when you are drunk, you just swiping. So when you go out, please do not take your credit card because when you're drunk, you're gonna be buying stuff that is unnecessary, and now you'll be needing to pay back the money. So you need to be very highly disciplined and understand that credit card, the money in the credit card is not your money, it's the bank's money. You are just using it for your own advantage, because there are things that you can benefit from getting a credit card. So it eliminates the whole things of getting a personal loan, being charged high interest, because we know that sometimes when you're getting a personal loan, the interest can be ridiculously high. Let's not hide it, let's be honest, we know. You know what I mean? So yeah, you need to be disciplined. You need to be disciplined, guys. You need to be disciplined. You need to know that when you're getting a credit card, get amount. Usually I would say that get an amount that's less than your not your rent, man, less than your salary. So if you're earning 5,000, get a credit card of 5, like your credit limit must be 2.5. If you're earning 5,000, just get less. Or if you are a person who's very disciplined when it comes to your money, you can get the one that is equivalent to your salary. But pro tip, when you get a credit card, please don't miss payments. But I'll be talking about it on other points that I'll be coming up with. So that is the second point. The third point is credit cards can build your credit score or ruin it. Because number one, when you get a credit card, it is registered in your credit report. So if you don't pay it, you miss a payment, it's going to affect your credit score. So you need to make sure that when you get a credit card, you're paying it on time. Don't pay it late. Pay it on time, okay? Pay it on time. And when you get a credit card, please take note of the fees and the rates before applying, because when you apply for a credit card, they tell you what is the rate. The rate is the percentage that they're going to charge you if you don't pay their money on time, or if you don't pay the whole balance. If you don't pay the whole balance, that is the interest that they're going to charge you. Fees, you need to pay attention to the fees, and you need to pay attention to the monthly fees, the annual fees, whatever fees, because before you apply for a credit card, they will disclose everything. There will be a document that they will give you. You need to go through it, read through it. Anything that you don't understand, ask questions. There is no dumb questions when it comes to your finances, because at the end of the day, when those creditors or whatever companies call you when they want their money, the people that you're scared to ask, they won't be there. So ask questions. Ask questions when you apply for it. If you see a line that you don't understand, ask questions. And I know that a lot of a bank consultant or whatever, because they want to get clients, they don't go through everything, they don't explain everything. But when you are getting it, please ask as many questions as you can. Make sure that you understand each and everything that is written in that document in black and white. You understand it, it makes sense to you. If you are helped by a person who's speaking a different language that you don't understand, ask them to give you somebody who speaks your language, who can explain it to you and give you all the tea. Okay? Great stuff. You can and should pay more than a minimum amount. So when you get a credit card, let's say for instance you use makes your credit card, which is not advised, because your credit score, they look at how much credit you have, all of the credits, they combine them and they see which percentage. So if you're above 50%, I think it's 50 or 30%, it affects your credit score. So it's going to affect your credit score, right? So make sure that you don't max your credit card limit, right? Just because other people, what they do is that they get a high credit limit and then they know that they're going to use less than the credit limit. But if you know that you are a spender, don't do it, because you must always keep in mind that money in the credit card is not your money, it's the bank's money. You're literally using the bank's money and you need to pay it back, okay? Period. Paying late comes at a high cost. So when you pay your credit card late or you miss payments, they will charge you interest, and their interest uzoivala. So you need to make sure that you pay it on time. And what I love about a credit card versus a loan, a personal loan, is that a credit card, you don't pay that. You can pay any amount, you can transfer any amount. Literally, I was talking to my colleagues. I was saying that Nina, even if I am left with like Usually on my debit card, I don't like having money in my debit card. That is just me. I usually transfer it into my credit card or my savings account. So even if it's 1 cent or 2 cent or 50 cent, I transfer it. Credit card or savings account. But usually it's my credit card if I have a balance, right? Great stuff. So make sure that you pay it on time, because if you don't pay it on time, they will charge you interest and you will hate a credit card. And instead of using credit card to your advantage, it will be disadvantaging you. So make sure that you pay it on time, okay? Stop paying it late and whatever, because the cost will be very, very high and it's gonna be here, okay? And you don't want that. Getting too close to your credit limits can sink your credit score. This is what I have explained, that if your credit limit is like a 5,000, please avoid spending the whole, maxing your credit card. Make sure that at least it's below the 50% and all of that. Unless if you have an emergency and then you need to use the money in the credit, in your credit card, and then you can pay it back like before 30 days or whatever, or when you get paid you can just pay it off, or whatever the case might be. So you need to make sure that your credit card balance, you need to pay it. Just make sure that you paid fast, paid. Great stuff, because it's going to affect your credit score. Because is this the, where is that one that I wanted to say? Because also your credit card, you can use it to build your credit score, right? You can use it to build your credit score because it will be in your credit report. It's going to affect it. And if you're using it right, you're paying it on time and all of those things, it will increase your credit score. So make sure that you're using it properly, right? Credit cards offers you more protection over fraud than debit card. This is a fact. We know that people get scammed every day. I remember I was almost scammed in my card. Thank God that, but you know what? Like, also, stop using your credit card in dodgy places or dodgy shops and all of those things. Because most of those people, they work with other people. And you'll end up, there will be silly transactions in your account that you don't understand, and then the bank won't be able to help you. But when you're using a credit card offers high protection over that, because at the end of the day, the money in the credit card is not your money, it's the bank's money. So the bank they're going to fight for their money. They're going to make sure that that money, you're gonna get it, or they're gonna get it back, because at the end of the day, it's their money. So it offers like high protection. That's why I love using a credit card, right? Especially when I'm using it for online purchases, which I don't advise. But if you're not comfortable with that, you can use a visual card. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but yeah, because visual card, apparently what happens is that when you use it to purchase something, maybe on Shein, your visual card, like they say, after every hour it changes, like the card number changes. So when you're using your credit card on those dodgy websites or on those dodgy it doesn't change, it's the same, right? But yeah, I'm ke tswa mo topicing yanong, and ne ke le mo topicing ke di ke bua hela gore credit card yone tšhelete ha we ha e latlhegile 99.9999, this is my personal opinion, the bank will make sure that you get that money back. You are not going to be liable for the money that was scammed or whatever the case might be. But yeah, according to my experience, maybe other people have different experience, but this is just my experience, right? If you're rejected for a credit card, the issuer will tell you why. Like, let's say for instance, if you go and apply for a credit card and they reject you, they will definitely tell you why did they reject you. They will give you all the reasons, and also it will help you. I mean, I was talking to somebody, right, because I sell Justine. I'm sure I've said this before, I'm a Justine business leader, and I'm also a trainee ambassador, period. Okay, let's not get into that, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. What was I saying? I was saying that yeah, if you're rejected for a credit card, they will tell you why. Maybe it's because of your credit score, or maybe because you have that debt, like your credit is just bad. Maybe you qualify when it comes to salary, but your credit score is bad. They will tell you why, and then you can go and look at your credit score. And also, if you're using Standard Bank, you can look at your credit score on your app. Literally, they have that on the app. You can go on the app and there is that tab where you can check your credit score like each and every day, and it's going to reflect when you're opening your bank app. So you can do that. But also there's clear score that I've spoken about on this channel, so that you can check your credit score. And also, even if your credit score is low, you can always repair it. A credit score is like, it's like a report. It's like you are in high school. When you fail grade 12 or grade 11 or whatever grade you can repeat and fix your marks. So credit score, it can be fixable. So even if they reject you for a credit score, they will tell you why, and then you can rectify on that. If maybe it's because of your credit score, maybe there's that one account, your telecom account or Sportscene account or whatever that account that you didn't pay, you left, or maybe you forgot, then you can just go pay it off, and then they would clear your name, and then your credit score, you start building it, because you can even use a credit card to build your credit score because it reflects on your credit report. Great stuff. So also credit score, you can use it to earn points. If you're using Standard Bank, there's something that's called U-Count. So if you're using a credit card to buy stuff, you get double points when you use your credit card than when you use a debit card, right? So your points becomes higher, so you earn more points when using your credit card. So what I do, okay, getting back to me, what I do with my credit card is this, right? What I do is that, let's say I get paid, right? Sharp. Maybe I know how much my debit orders are gonna be. I leave the amount for my debit orders. If that month I don't need to be doing a lot of things and all of that, I'll pay a lot of things. Because me, I'm one person, when I get paid today, I'm paying everything today, right? And I leave money that is for my debit orders, right? And the money that I need to pay for, like rent, account, what I do is this. I don't know if I should be, but this is what I do, guys. This is what I do. I'm not saying it's right, but it works for me and it gives me a lot of points. So I'm just giving you tips, of what I do so that I can gain a lot of points, right? I will transfer money to my credit card, right? Money for my rent, money for my electricity, money for my, maybe if I want to pay an account or I want to buy clothes, I transfer it into my credit card. And what I do is that because where I stay is that when you pay rent, you can swipe. So when you swipe, the bank doesn't know that when you're swiping to pay rent, it won't write the rent again. It will write the companies. Maybe if you're renting with City Property or AFCO or whatever the company is, you can go and pay with their card. It's just going to write AFCO or City Property, right? The bank, when they view that transaction, they're going to view it as if you spend that money, not knowing that you are actually doing what? Paying rent. And rent, we know that rent is expensive, so the more you swipe, the more points you get, and that points can be translated into what? Money, if you're using a U-Count, because U-Count, the points can be translated into money, because I've spoken about this on my previous video that I did spend money. I have spent money with my U-Count. That money I did spend it, it's real money. Those points are real money. So yeah, you can do that, transfer it, and then you can swipe. Even your account, when you go pay your Sportscene, it's gonna look like, when you go pay your Sportscene or your Jet or Mr. Price or whatever the account that you have, or you're buying clothes or whatever the case might be. Okay, let's talk about paying accounts. It's like you are spending that money until you're paying your debt, right? And then you're getting what? Points, and it's also helping your credit score. So you see good to your benefit, right? And yeah, that's one of the things that I do with my credit card. And also, you can even use it as your credit. You can even use it as your emergency funds. You can even use it as your emergency funds, whereby your credit card, maybe you don't use it. You use it when you have an emergency. So that, because most of us, when we save money, we save them in 32-day notice. And 32-day notice, the problem is that you need to do a notice. You need to wait 32 days. And now that emergency comes now, it wants you to react now. Like maybe if you have a car, if your car breaks down, you need to fix it today, because maybe you use that car to go to work, or maybe if there's emergency at home, you can be able to go home, or whatever the case might be. Or maybe you need to buy something, or maybe friends, like maybe it's your birthday, your friend's birthday, and you don't have money. You can use your credit card to buy them a gift and all of that, right? And also, what I heard, I haven't tried this out, but I'm still going to try it this year. I told myself that this year, Miriam, you're going to be a changed human being. You're going to be a lady who is on top of their finances. You know, guys, please ignore my hair because like I installed this hair on my own by watching videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So it's not perfect. Even doing this, I just tried it out today for the first time. So if you see my hair as a mess, please do understand that I'm just learning, and this is how you get perfect. I mean, with my makeup, that is how I learned how to do my makeup. I was literally watching videos and trying it out. I got it wrong the first time, the second time, the third time, but now I think I am doing it proper. I mean, you can see my face. Filter wet. Filter wet. Okay, let me stop that. And anyways, just because I said filter wet doesn't mean that if you're using a filter there's anything wrong with you. Filter enhances the beauty that you already have, because if another person is going to use the filter that you are using, they will never look as good as you look. So don't ever feel bad for using a filter, because I hear a lot of people bashing people for using filters. Don't feel bad for using filters, okay? Period. So yeah, that is what I do with my credit card. And I'm just editing my video right now, and there's one thing that I forgot to say, is that don't withdraw money from your credit card. Okay, when you withdraw money from your credit card, like you have higher bank charges or finance charges or cash charges. I don't know what they call those charges. Just don't withdraw money from your credit card. Please don't withdraw money from your credit card. Credit card, you must use it to swipe. Don't withdraw money, and don't take money that's in your credit card and transfer it into your normal card, your debit card. Don't do that. Maybe if you know that maybe you need cash, maybe just always have that 500 or 1,000 or whatever somewhere in that savings account, so that when you need cash, you can get it. Credit card is not for cash, it's for credit. It's for you to swipe it. You get points for swiping, and you want to pay little fees as possible. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye. Yeah, that is what a credit card is. I'm sure I hope this is a short video because I talk a lot, and I hope I was not talking fast. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions relating to a credit card, please comment down below. And also, what happens is that like a credit card, let's say it's a credit limit, a bank gives you 10,000, they say you can use 10,000 or 5,000, and then maybe you use 2,000, you're left with 3,000. When you pay back the 2,000, it goes back to the 5,000. Just like that, when you use all of it, there will be nothing left. When you pay back, you use it again. But remember that in the beginning, that is the bank's money. Don't think that the money in your credit card is your money. It's not your money, it's the bank's money, and make sure that you pay it back, okay? Thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel. I hope that I explained everything about a credit card. And yeah, man, let's get credit card and use it. But please, guys, be disciplined. Don't use your credit card like swipe thinking that it's the bank's money. Yeah, I don't need to pay it back. You need to pay it back because it's going to harm your credit score. And your credit score, the problem is that every time you apply for a credit, they look at your credit score. And the problem is that one thing that I don't like about a credit score is that it's created with or without your knowledge, whether you want it or you don't want it, whether whatever. And everything, every time you apply for maybe a home loan or car loan or whatever, or account, they look at that. It affects everything, you know. So make sure that when you get a credit card, you pay it on time and all of those things. Just use it for, mainly for me, I got a credit card because I wanted to build my credit score. And also I wanted to gain points with UCounts because they said I get double the points. And I do get double the points. And I see like, yo, this thing really works, you know. So yeah, and also do your own research. And if you have any questions, you can ask me down below. And you can also go to your bank, your local bank, and ask. Or if you have a financial advisor, you can ask a financial advisor or somebody who works in the bank institute, because yeah, maybe somebody in your circle works at the bank. Like, you can just ask them, or you can even just go to the bank just to inquire and ask and see if it's a fit product for you, because credit card is not for everyone, right? Because our spending habits are not the same. Just because another person is disciplined doesn't mean that me, I'm disciplined. Maybe I know that in me now I am a spender, I'm an emotional spender. Other people are not. And there are just people who like to use cash. If you're a cash person, just stick to what works for you. But that is just my 2 cents about the credit card. So much. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.